Greetings, YouTube, and other wonderful people of the internet. Today we have a first look and unboxing video of this Hoover. And I've been excited about this. It took 2 weeks to get here. I ordered it from some sketchy website that was thankfully linked by a NACE member on vacuumlam.org. So these were originally $200 vacuums, 200 USD, and then they started going on sale, and you could find them, you know, for 90 bucks, 100 bucks. And then on this website, and I'll put a link below, they went down to 35 bucks. Well, I said, okay, it's close to Cyber Monday, I'll hold off a little bit. Went down to 25. So this is my $25 vacuum that I'm about to open. Now here's the worst part. It went down to $9.99 with free shipping. So I feel I paid about $15 too much for this. But it's more of a novelty. And I think a lot of people are just going to leave these in the box and probably not use them. I don't like to do that. So there's two ways to do an unboxing. You can go through the top, and that would be the proper way. And this box was scuffed up a little bit. I don't like to do that. I'll tell you the reason I don't like to do that. Because the bottom came to me partially opened. By the way, I'll put a link in the description to this pocket knife as well. I think I saw somebody comment on an iBasiac video why he always used scissors or a small box cutter, and they have different laws over there, but because we're in the US of A, why not do it with some class? But back to the Hoover. So let's just pull it out from the bottom. That's also just the way that I like to do things. I always have done this on display models in the stores I worked at too. Things just seem to come out easier. Alright. Box is empty. And this is the way that you would see it in the box. So let's see what they first things first. The Hoover Air manual. That's nice. Hoover Air Revolve. For those of you who aren't familiar with Hoover Air, that's what they label the Vax products here in the States. So we're going to do that. Let's see what tools it comes with, because somebody was saying it doesn't come with any tools, this variant, but actually the dusting brush is pretty soft. It's a very strange fitting on there. We have this giant upholstery tool. And this might be this giant upholstery tool. It's huge limb pickers. It's huge. Oh my. That is a nice bare floor tool. I was not expecting that. Give us a proper bare floor tool. When it's not double jointed, it has nice wheels on it. Nice, soft, natural feeling hair. That's really nice. That's like a $15 value all on its own. Crevice tool's huge too. That I wasn't expecting. So, that's cool. They just toss this around. Anything left in here? Put that. I'm also going to box this back up how it came so that I can repackage it in the box and do something with it later if I need to. So the hose, and this is the part that's supposedly pretty short. 3 electrical pins. This nice wide hose. The wire goes through the hose, so that's kind of different for Hoover. Oh my. Oh, the on and off is on the handle. That's kind of cool. Wasn't expecting that. Didn't really watch the videos on this by other YouTubers all the way through. Wonder what that button does. That's going to be fun. And let's check the power nozzle out. This is the thing that is different on the US version, supposedly. Oh. This is the same power nozzle that came with the Oric. It wasn't the Quest. What did they call it? This was available with the Oric, a few other TTI Products, you can see that brush roller is very much TTI. It's got a lifetime geared belt, some electronics there, and a DC motor. Rubberized wheels. Rubberized wheels. That might actually be good for bare floor. It's kind of a short wand, but man, is that funky. I kind of feel like you would just want two of these and not telescope them all the way together and you'd have a full-size wand. It's a big wand. It is bulky. I'll give you an idea. Alright. I'm probably a little bored enough. So, let's get to the meat and potatoes of it. We got another tool. Ah, this is the tool that I've seen in the videos. I wasn't disappointed that when I thought I wasn't getting one of these, but now there's no neck. It's fixed, but it's a squeegee tool. So this is really good for pet hair, but again, there's no swivel in there. It's kind of strange. I wouldn't have even bothered to include that. But, so let's grab actually two separate pieces of styrofoam. Alright. Well, so that is what we've unboxed so far. Let's see what's in here. Actually, it rolls better than I thought it would. Alright. Masking tape. Ah. Caution, other way up. Oh, it just shows the carrying handle? Oh. Okay, it's because of the cyclone orientation. You need to run it like that. Doesn't feel particularly solid, but it is nice that this handle is doing that. A nice sticker on there. So, rewind, power on and off. There's a hose here. Ah! Love a good mechanism. It just ejects. So what we have here, ooh, it's stuck. Same but different as another Hoover filter. Kind of a pre-styrofoam. That will keep the pet hair hopefully out of the cotton filter element. I like how the cyclone comes out of there. Ooh, we got one of these. These are never good news when you see this rubber flap. And stuck together. Well, that looks like a Hoover upright. It's like they took a Hoover upright cyclone and they just shrank it down with some sort of software and then made the molds from there. For those of you who aren't familiar with cyclones, that... Alright, let's do that. See the intake, nice screen. I like this spring-loaded gizmo in there. I wish the cyclone was a little bigger. This would be acceptable maybe for a studio apartment, and then you're going to vacuum and empty it every go. The question is, how do you get to the HEPA filter? Oh no. It's clear so I can see it. I'm actually not seeing a HEPA filter. I don't see a HEPA filter in here at all. Which is unusual because most of the vac stuff actually filters pretty well. Alright, well, let's get to it. We got markings on the cord for when there's a little bit left. You can also see the cord. It's a nice big plug. Kind of like the lime green. Let's plug her in. Well, so first impression. So there's not actually a whole lot of power here, which again, I wasn't expecting a lot of power, but with most of these Vax products, they've been decently powered. Okay, I see how that goes. So what you're supposed to do, for the record, is just take that and just put that on there. It's kind of funky, ain't it? Well, let's test it with the working water gauge and see what it does. First, let's just test it. That could be better. Well, it's a little above 20 right now, so that tells me that it has about the power of a Kirby. That's going to upset a lot of people. But you could see that the efficiency isn't very good. It just drops right away on our working vacuum gauge. Now there appears to be no onboard tool storage, which is really a letdown. But let's do some real vacuuming with it. Alright, I've put some paper shreddings down, and the reason you never see very many bangless vacuums is capacity. Now this one does seem particularly small. You know, when you put this wand all the way up, the hose makes up for the short wand. Let's see if we can pick up some shreddings and if we just don't lose complete efficiency with that. And it does actually roll easy. Much like the GE it was fashioned after. Ah, that's the brush roller control. Well, I think I've killed it. Yep, the cyclone appears to be full. And I've just sucked up some paper shreddings from there. Let's see if we can get the rest of this. see what we got. Now I would suspect, it's a quick disconnect in here. It's a good example. Alright, well there's nothing backed up. I'm going to run it like this for a second before we empty it. Now we're going to press the magic button. Inner dust came off there. You can see I've packed the cyclone much farther than it was intended to. So now the question everybody's asking is, what is my cat doing? Well, let's see how much dirt got stuck in the filters. Not that much from the first test. Again, this is just paper shavings. Wanted to see how it is once the cyclone is filled up. Now there's not stuff around here, so it actually did better than the blizzard I did in this particular test. But let's empty this out and try it with a bigger mess. Well, let's see what the carpet did after that. That was a quick dump out of another bagless machine I had. Actually, except for the large debris, it did pretty well. And the large debris, of course, being the paper shreddings. But let's see just how well, now that it's been broken in, we'll say that, this power head stays up by itself. That is a nice feature at this price point. You don't always expect that at this price point. Let's see how much efficiency we've lost now with our gauge. Trying to do this on camera. So, besides from me just dropping everything, now the gauge was at 19, so below what the Kirby did. Just giving that as an example. And we saw the water lift was at 55. Now, CFM doesn't always drop as much as water lift usually drops. It's things fill up with bagless machines. At least that's been my personal experience. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me I'm wrong in the comments. So, let's see what we picked up. So, there's hardly anything in here now. A little bit of stuff there, but not much. That really lost just a lot of efficiency since I took it out of the box just a few minutes ago. You have now seen all the vacuuming that I have done with this. So, I believe if you had this, and let's say you could get a whole house done with this, or your whole apartment. House is the wrong word to use for this. Apartment. I don't know, I feel like that would be smaller than the apartments that I had when I had an apartment. I would go ahead and say my first impressions are not good. think it's more appropriate than like a stick vac. But it's no Miele. It's no Sebo. In fact, I would say TTI's made better canisters out there, but we all knew that. Though I think this is about the same as the regular bagless canister they last released, in terms of its efficiency. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for donating to Patreon. Give this video a big thumbs up, comment below, and have a wonderful day. Come on, you can do it. Little Hoover the could. I think that's the slowest cord winder I've ever used on a new vacuum. Well, let's see what the carpet did after that. That was a quick dump out of another bagless machine I had. Actually, except for the large debris, it did pretty well. And the large debris, of course, being the paper shreddings. But let's see just how well, now that it's been broken in, we'll say that, this power head stays up by itself. That is a nice feature at this price point. You don't always expect that at this price point. Let's see how much efficiency we've lost now with our gauge. Trying to do this on camera. So, besides from me just dropping everything, now the gauge was at 19, so below what the Kirby did. Just giving that as an example. And we saw the water lift was at 55. Now, CFM doesn't always drop as much as water lift usually drops. It's things full up with bagless machines. At least that's been my personal experience. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me I'm wrong in the comments. So, let's see what we picked up. So, there's hardly anything in here now. A little bit of stuff there, but not much. That really lost just a lot of efficiency since I took it out of the box just a few minutes ago. You have now seen all the vacuuming that I have done with this. So I believe if you had this, and let's say you could get a whole house done with this, or your whole apartment. House is the wrong word to use for this. Apartment. I don't know, I feel like that would be smaller than the apartments that I had when I had an apartment. I would go ahead and say my first impressions are not good. I think it's more appropriate than like a stick vac, but it's no Miele, it's no Sebo. In fact, I would say TTI's made better canisters out there, but we all knew that. Though I think this is about the same as the regular bagless canister they last released in terms of its efficiency. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for donating to Patreon. Give this video a big thumbs up, comment below, and have a wonderful day.